We've got another Melick Adventure collab. This time it's A Bug's Life, so let's get cracking! Hello all my explorers, and welcome back to Loren's Adventures Out There. And if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. My name is Loren, and I'm with Castles, Caves, and Clones, where we discuss everything in the Disney universe. We talk Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, The Muppets, 20th Century, ABC, Hulu, Disney+. If it's about Disney, we are talking about it. So if you enjoy that kind of content, we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. So today we are in another Melick Adventure collaboration. They are putting on collaborations every month, two times a month, where you basically can do anything around that theme. And each month has two different movies. We already did 101 Dalmatians, and I'll post that one up here. And so anyway, this month is A Bug's Life. Be sure to check out all the other channels that are involved. They may be doing different things, maybe making ears, maybe cooking something. Who knows, you know. So I decided, you know, I had a lot of fun putting together the 101 Dalmatians video, which talked about my Bernie project. Bernie was my Dalmatian. When she passed away, I went around Disneyland with a photo of her and asked basically anybody, cast member, character, whatever, if they would take a picture with her. It was my way of kind of dealing with her death. And so anyway, that just got me to remembering that I used to be like really well known at Disneyland because I would post all my pictures on Flickr, and I would go all the time, and I would take pictures of everything, everywhere, always. And you know, I miss those days because I remember I used to get recognized so quickly at Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And so anyway, I thought I would share with you photos I've taken at A Bug's Land, which no longer exists at Disney California Adventure. The land that it was once on, first it was part of Cars Land, took over a piece of it, and then now Avengers Campus pretty much sits in the footprint of what is A Bug's Land. So it's sad that it had to go. I mean, I love Avengers Campus, so don't get me wrong. But I miss A Bug's Land at the same time. So, you know, going through these photos to share with you was just kind of a fun thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a little tour of A Bug's Land in various stages. So, you know, you go through the gates and it says A Bug's Land, and you got little pictures of the different bugs. And as you enter, you see this little windmill, and Dot is looking at you with her little telescope. And then you have all of the Bug's Life friends all over the land. You got Rosie and Francis and Gypsy and Mantis or Manny, I think his name was, and Slim. So it was fun having those all around. And actually Flick was there too. So the first attraction that you would see is It's Tough to Be a Bug. And there were lots of great things in there. I couldn't find, for some reason, a picture of the outside queue, which represented the tree that was in the movie. And I'm sad about that. I know I took pictures of it, but I just couldn't find any, so I apologize for that. But they did have... I did take pictures of the inside queue as well as inside the attraction itself. And I love in the queue how they had these little posters of A Bug's Life interpretation of famous musicals and plays. So I thought that that was a lot of fun. And inside, you know, they had some pretty sophisticated animatronics in there. They had one of Hopper, and they had one of Flick in there. And it was just a fun show. I loved It's Tough to Be a Bug, and I'm sad that it's no longer here, but I'm glad that it's at Animal Kingdom still, and I hope that it will remain there. So before we go further into A Bug's Land, I wanted to show you pictures of PT Flea Market, and that was the pin store that was there, and the gazebo that they used for PT Flea has now been moved to Paradise Gardens, where they do a lot of character meets. But at one point, it was in A Bug's Land, and they sold pins there, and they had a lot of great theming in that store. Okay, so moving on, we have Flick's Fair, and as you go in, you see Flick looking down at you, and then you pass through a cereal box to get into the land. The story of it is that we are in the lawn of the Hollywood Tower Hotel, which was the Tower of Terror back before it was Guardians Mission Breakout. And there were 3 attractions in Flick's Fair. You had Flick's Flyers, which now they basically took that ride and reskinned it, and it is now Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind over at Pixar Pier. Then there was Francis, I forget the name of it, Francis's Ride, which was actually a lot of fun. I remember when my nephews were younger, they really loved that ride. And then there was Tuck and Roll. It was a bumper car ride, but boy, was that ride boring. It was the cars moved at a glacial pace, and when you hit another car, it was like boom, boom. You know, I know that Disney doesn't want kids to get whiplash, so I understand it, but I hated going on that ride. And then the final one was Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. And you just kind of went through various scenes with animal crackers and fruits and stuff like that. And you pass through this giant watermelon. And anybody that knows me knows one of my greatest fears is watermelon. And so it took a lot for me to go through there and not only pass through that watermelon, but get squirted with watermelon scented water of some sort. And so really, that was a nightmare ride for me. Also, you could meet Flick there, and it was fun to see him out there. There was a funny story where a couple friends of mine were eating, and we saw Flick, who was rarely out at that time, and we just ran to get pictures with him. There was also an occasion where I did the AIDS walk with some friends and my sister. And my sister and I took pictures with Flick and Ada. They had them out. And, one final thing. In Flick's fair, there was one 4-leaf clover. And I'll show you a picture of that. All right, well, that is my look at A Bug's Land. I hope you had fun, and if you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel, hit the bell for notifications, and do like this post, as it really does help us out. Visit us on all our socials down below, and visit our website at www.castlescapesandclones.com. Thank you so much, and we will see you later.